my name is stefydevita1's, and this is my persuasive speech for public speaking. My audience is Jen, Logan, Emily, and Margot. The topic that I have chosen today is about going green. And to start off, going green is a very important thing for not only the environment, but for just people and the general public. The definition of going green is the process of changing one's lifestyle for the safety and benefit of the environment. Basically, you make changes in your general life so that, to help the environment, to not affect it so much. And my visual aid is right here. This is a reduce, reuse, recycle symbol, basically the going green symbol. And the idea of the symbol is that you want to reduce the amount of things that you're using, like instead of using a plastic water bottle every day, maybe invest in a metal one that you can use every single day. And then reusing materials that can be reused. There are a lot of materials that you would think that can't be reused that are actually, you're very capable of making better things with them. And then recycling, generally, self-explanatory, just recycle things. Don't just throw things away to be put into a landfill. So that is the going green symbol. And you see it around a lot. There are three main points that I want to make about going green and why everyone should be doing it. The first one is because it's healthier, just not only for you as an individual, but for the whole population. The second point is that it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, and it can save you a lot of money, especially in the long run, if you actually work at it and actually, commit to going green. And the last one that's pretty obvious is that it saves the environment, which is something that everyone wants to save because we're living on this world and you don't want it to, be really, really dirty or dying. There are many, many other reasons, but these are the best general reasons that, you can talk about and kind of summarize pretty much everything. So the first one I want to start with is that it's healthier. And a quote from frontdoor.com, which is a website hosted by HGTV, is that the air inside a conventional new home can be 10 times more polluted than the outside air, which is a pretty startling fact because, you think a new home and it's got that new scent and all that stuff, but really outside where there's cars all the time is actually cleaner than inside your home. So, and that's a conventional home. It's built, with materials that haven't been, reused or anything like that. So, first one is air. When you go green, there are many ways that, it'll help you be able to breathe better air. One of the ways you can do that is by reducing some of the chemicals that you're using. A lot of them contain volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. So if you reduce the amount of chemicals that have that in them, it'll increase the better air and reduce chemicals like formaldehyde, which is actually really bad for you. You'll have fewer sick days, which is always good. You don't want to call out of work all the time. And another fact that I took from the same website is that a U.S. Department of Energy study found that poor indoor air quality not only affects your health, but it also affects your brain. So your brain is actually, not significantly, but it can potentially get way slower because of the air that you're breathing if it's really, really bad for you. So those were a couple of reasons why going green will increase your health. And now I'm going to move on to my second point, which is that it saves the environment. And this is pretty obvious if you're going to do things, going green saves the environment. That's the whole point of the entire thing. But a statistic that I found, and this is on gogreeninitiative.com, is that the Environment Protection Agency estimates that building waste accounts for about 20% of all trash in landfills, or about 136 million tons a year, and that 85 to 90% of all that building waste could have been reused, which is, that's a big percentage. That's a lot of landfills that could have potentially not been filled as high as they were. So that's a fact there. Also, recycled parts in some cases actually are better for your homes and stuff. Decking, reusing, when you're doing a deck and using reused materials, it actually lasts 5 times longer than new materials, and you don't have to treat it and ferment it and all that stuff. So that's pretty important. And whenever you reuse something and use a green product, they potentially save you lots of time when it comes to maintenance and lots of money, which will lead us into why going green will actually lower some costs that you have and can actually make things cheaper for you. And to start off, I'm going to hit you with another fact or quote, and this is from treehugger.com, and it is, the U.S. Department of Energy believes if current buildings were green improved, the country would use $20 billion less in energy per year. $20 billion per year. And that's just in, using more eco-friendly light bulbs. There's toilets nowadays, for one flush, it takes 5 to 7 gallons of water. But if you buy a green or water-friendly toilet, in one flush you could be using 1.3 gallons, which is a huge cut on your water bill, which is, sometimes can be really outrageous. And also, the sprinkler system, also if you use less water, you have less weeds, which is good for gardening and stuff like that. Also, over-watering your grass is bad for it anyway, so that is 2 ways, 2 problems eliminated. Increasing your house value. When you build a house and you do it with reusing green materials, it will actually in the long run increase the house value because the materials are going to last longer and they're better for the home and better for the family or whoever's living inside the home. So you can save money while you're building your home and things, and save the environment as well. And then in the long run, you will be selling your house for more than it would be worth if it was just a regular conventional house. It also will lower utility bills. There are eco-friendly light bulbs that help conserve power. There are plenty of things electronically that will help you not use so much electricity and that are called green products that you can use to save the environment and make things cheaper for you. Some people, if you want to do something big, solar panels is a more expensive way to go green, but water-safe toilets or water-saving toilets is kind of a cheaper way to kind of ease yourself into the whole going green process. So all in all, going green is something that's very important, not only for the environment, but for yourself and for the community and the world. So doing it is very important, and I would encourage everybody to do it, even if it's not, very, very, excessive things. Doing small things, any help is always going to help. So doing even small things will do great things for the environment, especially if millions of people are doing that thing. To reiterate my points, and to keep in mind that there are many other reasons why going green is such a good thing that people should invest in. These are sort of the more broader, more specific topics, or not broader specific, but just important topics. The first one was that it is healthier, not only for you, but for everybody, and for the environment. The second one was that it saves the environment, which is where everybody lives, everyone lives on this earth, so you want to keep it healthy. And the last one, which is probably the biggest one for me personally, is that it's cheaper and it saves money, and especially with how hard it is, how bad the economy is today, saving money is something everybody could use. So that's basically all I have to say about going green. I hope that it encourages you to maybe rethink some of the things that you're doing around your house or doing outside, or just in everyday life, to remember to help the environment the best you can.